Wassail, it's me again. I can't leave you alone today. I'm just being told to do lots of readings in different styles, and that's exciting. I've got now 78 titles around which a spread, a story, a thread, whatever it wants to be, can come up. So I've got them all on my phone. We're going to find a card, see what the title of the story is, and then we'll go into the story. So we're just waiting for one opening. There we go. 66. So I'm going to find title 66. Was that? Please don't pick that one first. And so it did. So 66 is from cider to perry, including a cherry. I've got no idea. From cider to perry. There's something about changing from apples to pears. So is it about a transformation of your Yggdrasil tree will bring you the cherry on the top? Because there is something here. This is ready for charging. This is all of the molecules lined up. This is just waiting to be plugged in almost. The apple. Apples of youth, idun, health. So, what have we got here? Come on, the apple. Witchcraft. You see, now I'm being drawn to elderberries and elderflowers. There's something about the notion of what an apple has become that is a distortion now of what is ultimately a sacred fruit. And we need, I guess we're just redefining the semantics of sacred words here. It's very interesting. It's a step, it's one natural step backwards, or as if the past hasn't rolled and enclosed the spell somehow. Is there anything else on the apple? It's like the apple is a decrepitude. Anything else on the apple? Interesting. It was trying to get away from the apple. I feel like it's a now thought transformation that the deck is asking us to look at. I know that sounds weird, but think about all the different things we use to describe with apples. A bite of the apple, the big apple. So I've got this energy surging, storing up an alternative fruit, another source of energy, another space, place to store what you will need later. So let's ask about the pear. Let's just ask about the pear. A single very clear card. The pear is your personal Yggdrasil tree. You see, my brain was going into this, your thought processes, but it's as simple as that. It's time to change your personal Yggdrasil tree. And they're using apples to pears here with a cherry on the top, cider to perry. because there's something about both that becomes eventually intoxicating, because we have to actually inhabit them. We have to let our needs, our static desires, get inside or open enough to pull in our new peri energy, our pear cider. Oh, and look, we're anchoring in new fruits. Anchoring in new fruits and exploring. It's really interesting, this alchemizing, exploring almost like an empty pen. It's like the Apple storeroom. You've actually cleaned out the Apple storeroom and you're going to explore it with pears. Going in with new offerings. So, what's the pear about? Okay, so the pear is about freedom. It's a real contrast. It's edged into the 12th. The need to be part of the real world is etched into our frequencies. But this is achieving an unobtainable thing, but there's something here rolling across. I put the cards quite low down, and there's something here about this echoing this. It's like the sleepy stores are part of what feeds you. It's almost like, that's interesting. So I heard in my head then, it's almost like when you're not awakened, you're not using your stores. And when you're awakened, you use those stores, but do you replenish those stores, or do they run out and leave you exhausted? And that's because you're storing apples when you should be storing pears. It doesn't matter what fruit you use. This is just the story here. So what else before we ask about the cherry? What else? It's really simple. It's freedom from the past, freedom from the swelginess, freedom from the apples, moving to the pears. It doesn't exist in the pear frequency. It's just not there. It's being rewritten. It's a portal, it's a gateway, a freedom, moving through, transforming, rebuilding. So the cherry. What's the cherry on the top? What's the cherry on the top with this? What's the cherry on the top? See, the only card, we've got two norms here, we haven't got the third. What's the cherry on the top? 3311. There's a double 13 in there, there's a double 31. There's an echo of master numbers. This is like a kind of, the cherry on the cake is kind of bursting through this enormous truth that is so written inside your cells somehow, but has been overwritten with distortions, but it's underneath all of the distortions is this purity of physical existence. There's a real energy of filtering down 3311 and then 1 at the very end. And there was 66 as the opening story. This is a very powerful energy. You know, we're calling it apples and things, but this is a really big transformation to changing the heavy weighted words that we explore our world with. Oh, and that one wants to come out. I was trying to not. But that's Idun. Idun's apples of youth keep Odin's kin vital. The cunning truth of longevity is accepting we are more than just mind, body and soul. Biome is crucial. We are all human holobionts. Bacteria live symbiotically within us and all over us. Like us, all bionts thrive on diversity. The narrower the diet of not just food, but thoughts and feelings too, the faster we hurry to our graves. Be more cunning, consume diversity. Also, this is talking about, from our perspective, the micro, us being the host and the bacteria being the holobionts. But we are also the bacteria that's living all over the earth, and we're not living harmoniously. We're not rubbing up against each other politely. So there's something of trying to witness the changes on both macro and micro, or micro and macro levels, so that you're actually reordering your pairs on both an inner and an outer sphere to fill your winter stores with good energy so that you're not depleted. So the cherry on the top is a phoenix energy. This card is just becoming at the moment Phoenix. It's another master number. So we've got 11, 33, 44, 66. This is fiery Phoenix moment. This is stopping all the doubt. This is the macro and the micro. I mean, they're all in the poem. Stop chomping at the wrong bit. Stop chomping at the apples and start chomping at the pears. The cosmic well has gifts etched only in your name. If you will just unlock. If you will just unlock, you get to fly like a phoenix. There's probably several songs I could sing there. So, what's the end of this story? What's the end of this story? What's the end of this story? Oh, look. All of that leaching out stops. This card is just coming across as done. Healed. Done. It's such a magical deck. When you got copies of it, you can just activate all these healings and just be another master number. So the only one we were missing was 55, which was Epburstum. Wow, that was a strong old reading. Obviously, there's 76 other titles that I have that we can riff a reading from. Actually, that should be one of the titles. Riff a reading. So I'm going to pack those away in a minute. Wassail, beautiful people.